So this message is directed to those of you in the church, outside the church, spiritual teachers, spiritual leaders, leaders generally. Okay, if you have been you've been placed as on the forefront to lead others. If you're a pastor, a minister, whatever position you hold in your church, of the church, in your community, wherever, in your family, if you preach the gospel, you teach sermons, whatever you do, if you're like an inspirational teacher, a motivational speaker, a life coach, whatsoever that you do, a therapist, anything that you do that has to do with people, you teaching people, mentoring people, I want to tell you this, okay, because I'm being led to share this message. It is easier said than done. It is easy for you to turn on your camera, turn on your phone, okay, stand on the pulpit and speak. But who are you behind the scene when nobody is looking? Are you transparent? Are you authentic? Are you real? If we should come to your home right now, are we going to see any cockroaches in your cupboard? Or are you who you say you are? So for those of you that has been placed on the forefront to lead others, it is really, really important to pray. Prayer is not just a church thing. Prayer is not a Christian thing. Everybody needs to pray. So while you're doing your work as a leader, whatever role that you've been you've been given, always pray to God to help you practice what you preach. That's one prayer I pray all the time. I always tell God, teach me how to practice what I preach. Because everybody can be on here and preach, but how many can truly say they are practicing what they preach? So to those of you that have a role to play here in the world and in any way, even as little as as a father, your role as a father, the role as a mother, as a child, as a pastor, as a minister, as a nun, as a cactus, as a priest, as a senior pastor, junior pastor, whatever role you hold, make sure you are practicing what you preach. Make sure you are practicing what you preach. And I also want to talk to those of you that are PA to God. Those of you that, you've given yourself roles here where you become the judge. You judge people by what they do, how they live their life, because you're not bold enough to do it, because we've not searched your cupboard to see what you're doing. So you now have the right to point at people, forgetting that the remaining four fingers is pointing at you. You see someone do something, you're calling them out. If we should come to you right now, if we should open your cupboard, are you safe? So for those of you, oh, this person is doing this person is a bad person, you are an hypocrite. There are many of you, you judge people because they sin different. You are no different from them. If someone is doing something else and you lie, it's the same thing. There's no big sin or small sin. Sin is sin. Don't try to say, oh, my own is better than yours. That's nonsense. Don't try to make excuses. So before you judge someone, I hope you're good. I hope you're very well okay. I hope inside, if you come to you, you're real.